Oh man, that Ryu Bryn rocking it once again.
If only we had a proper Street Fighter crossover on Bryn so that we could just have them be just raw Street Fighter. I don't know what we could make happen there, but either way.
To somebody, right? Yeah. I don't know.
Somehow we make Rose Bryn work out.
Oh my gosh.
But here we go, game number 1. Winner of this goes into the top 4. Raydish and Taffyyyy taking center stage, and they're controlling it all. Oh,
geez, so much
almost
damage onto Simba. You know, we were talking about Simba being the most tried and true of this bunch right here, but right now he's the most damage of it too.
Well, that's kind of the pitfall of being the experienced one on the team, right? Is that now all the responsibility falls on you. Not only do you have to play your game, but you got to make sure that your teammate is playing his as well. Damage being done. Nice punish. Blue team still has some health, though. Red team can't be looking for the KOs just yet.
Ooh, chopping down, getting underneath. Okay. Everybody dodging everything, but Taffyyyy getting sent up off the top.
First one goes in favor of the red team, but Taffyyy's back in, and there's the down sig. Another one.
That's so threatening, especially on stages like Apocalypse, where the walls don't have that much room to them.
Yeah, just stripping away at least half the wall with just this hitbox can be so valuable. Here comes the team combo, still keeping it going. A little bit of team damage there, but they added up a lot.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they can afford to have a little bit of team damage. They've got Walshy into the orange, Simba into the orange, Raydish finally going down, but Taffyyyy using that movement speed on the Barbara to just keep themselves out of harm's way.
Yeah, staying high, staying up on that soft platform so that the red team couldn't get that sandwich. But red team again, onto the right side. Nice side airs. Walshy needs to finish this. The save from Raydish.
Oh,
no, Simba.
Wait a minute. The turnaround goes for the save. No! Simba unable to even take a swing at Walshy there, try and save themselves. Finds now Simba the first one down on final stock. Is this kind of like, you know, focus the most experienced one, focus the streamer?
Maybe, or at least maybe break the mental, right? If we're talking about all the knowledge and information and composure that Simple has to bring to it, if you keep this pressure on him, then he can't even think about keeping Walshy composed. But right now, blue team looking strong.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a sizable lead, just very comfortable this entire game.
You know, the target swaps coming out from Raydish, hitting another recovery. Walshy's in trouble. Simba trying to help out, but he goes in, and Raydish is going to take down Walshy.
Man, Ryu just sliding in with that breakdance. That was absolutely wild. Manages to shut down Taffyyyy, but at what cost? Taffyyy's still on one more stock. Raydish still on 2.
Restocks to 1. Simba can't even think about punishing that ground pound from Raydish. Raydish gets launched in again. Simba can't think about it as the side air connects. Game 1 goes the way of Raydish and Taffyyyy.
Man, that was convincing. They seem to have a game plan, just execute it perfectly. So much stage control. You see, Raydish was using that down signature just to threaten over the corner so often, and that let Taffyyyy just kind of have free reign of the airspace with Axe.
Yeah, just being able to lock an opponent down, even though it's not like a physical lockdown, but the fact that they can't really challenge that down signature lets your teammate, it frees up your teammate to do more actions. So far, Taffyyyy and Raydish taking great advantage of it as we get ready to go into game number 2. Walshy with the swap over to the Rayman.
Ooh, okay. Is the Rayman the answer to Raydish?
We need a whole Ray community, honestly, to handle this Raydish. Or a Ray you.
I like what you did there.
I tried.
You know.
It was a little bit of a stretch, but I appreciate you giving me that one.
You know what? I would believe that that's one of the actual pronunciations. I hear people say, you know, Ryu, Ryu. Yeah. I'm just like, a Rayu? Sure, why not?
Well, right now, looks like it's going to take a lot of Rays as blue team. Again, they take that stage control and they push this advantage. Simba, though, with some nice side airs, and Taffyyyy suddenly in trouble on the right side. The save attempt, the ground pound almost launches, almost takes out Taffyyyy, but the side air. Side air. Oh, Taffyyyy didn't even need to go for it.
But I like that they were aware, you know.
They tried.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and if you take all the shots that you don't need to take, that math's good.
Yeah. I mean, it shows heart, right? Like, it shows that he's still there. He's playing twos. Like, he was on his trek back to the stage, but he was still able try to keep some threats going. Walshy dodges through the end. Sig, blue team trying to maintain this lead. One recovery, needs another one. Ray gets back on the stage.
There's the weapon toss, just enough to keep pace to score the knockout.
What an angle, just followed the path.
Yeah, I wonder if they're in voice chat and they're just like, pull.
He's out there pulling out his calculator, making sure he can follow those angles. But a nice neutral air. Raydish going for the dodge read. Didn't quite hit the signature.
Oh, chopped away, stuffed recoveries everywhere, just shy of the corner, couldn't make it. Raydish, a little bit different of a story, was able to get the tap and the fight back.
Yeah, just trying to put that threat out, but likely wanted to make that a trade.
What a bait! What a bait! Walshy just helicoptering over there. And Simba, he was just ready for the punish.
That's something you can do in the 2v2s, is make sure that you look threatening and let your teammate cover you. But Simba still holding down those second stocks.
Man, I'm still thinking about that corner bait. That was like the dodgeball classic of like you throw the one high, except the one that he threw high was his teammate doing like a hover signature.
No, it's the one where you have your friend run forward and pump fake like he's going to throw a ball, and then he ducks and you throw it.
Ah, yes.
All right. Walshy, though, likely the target of the blue team. In the red, Taffyyyy. Okay.
Oh. All right, Simba did have that extra stock to play with, so the red team does still have a slight lead. It's all going to depend on Walshy versus Taffyyyy, who goes down first.
Well, even if Taffyyyy falls after Walshy, they need to live long enough to make sure that Simba gets damage to make this 1v1 doable, and it's looking possible. So Walshy's going to be the first one to fall.
All right, Simba, he's got that big axe, the swinging side air. Definitely going to be hunting for Taffyyy's head.
Oh, that down air might have done it. Taffyyy's going to fall. It's a 1v1.
That's what happens when you chunk somebody after they've spent a number of their air options. You know, that first jump, even if you get hit, you don't get it back.
Just like that, Raydish now has to play this 1v1. Simba, the more tested 1v1er, has won many a 1v2 in his lifetime. Can he do it again?
Raydish making this World Warrior work. The Wandering Warrior, he's had just as many fights as Simba, even if Raydish hasn't.
What a way with words that you have, all those W's.
You know, it's all about claiming the W's. It's tournament day.
I mean, both teams have technically taken an L as they're here on the lower side, but they're wanting to get some more W's as Raydish finds the down air.
I'm just thinking about Street Fighter sports games now, because that bicycle kick was looking clean.
Oh my goodness. Imagine Street Fighter Soccer.
Oh my gosh.
There you see in the down
There's
again.
that.
This is something
And then
he
immediately
does.
falling into the handspring down air. Because that down air, you know, not only will it like bounce off the stage and everything, but if you do it just as you're coming into contact with the ground, your character will do that little handspring up to help you get a better angle.
Yeah, that angle can be so valuable. But like the thing that set that up was that down signature. We talked a lot about that down signature, but that right there is like just a pure example of how he's using it. It's very reminiscent of how Walshy did the axe down signature, that helicopter to kind of bait and be like, look, I'm coming down here, and then you think it's safe to come up, but Raydish is just doing it by himself.
Man, when you've got that power of will that you can just launch wherever you want, makes it kind of terrifying corner guards.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty scary. You know, like regular Street Fighter Ryu, you can't throw Hadoukens over corners like that.
565 damage on the orb, barely any on the gauntlets. Raydish was definitely favoring the orb in this matchup.
We'll see if Walshy favors an orb of his own as he's going to the Undertaker for game number 3.
All right, so Mammoth Fortress, we've got a little bit more wall to work with here. So that dunking signature from Raydish, a little less potent.
Yeah, definitely be less of a threat. It'll still be there for when the red team wants to come up, but at the very least, it's not going to directly be a threat. Forced to play some gauntlets. Walshy with a nice follow-up gets both blue team members.
That's great. Side signature. First knockout onto Raydish. And Taffyyyy, I don't know if they can make it back to the wall here. The coverage. Oh, the dive kick just managed to fight the way back and get the touch.
Yeah, they needed to get that wall touch, but man, red team with a big lead, the 30-second stock onto Raydish.
Ooh, quick little alley-oop just for so much more damage onto Taffyyyy.
Side sig attempted, red team. Not gonna have any of it. Weapon toss connects onto Taffyyyy. He needed Raydish to eat that toss. Can't punish the down signature. Red team mounting a lead.
Ooh, Walshy not letting that Hadouken charge up. Chopped away. Slight stock lead for Simba and Walshy.
They get one. Can they get another? Simba playing back. Raydish and Taffyyyy trying to take advantage of the fact that Simba's playing a little bit more timid, but he can't take advantage too long. Simba with a ground pound. Taffyyy's chasing.
Not yet enough. Man, look at how aware Simba is. He was trying to go for that swing on his way back. And in the meantime, they brought down Raydish to the final stock.
Finally, they finish off the stock of Simba, but things are looking dire for this blue team. Oh my gosh, what a scramble. All 4 players stacked up.
Here we go, damage onto Taffyyyy, gave them a moment alone with Raydish, but Raydish completely undeterred in a 2v1, so happy to just swing away.
Nice side air, nice recovery. They want it.
Oh,
They're hungry for it, but Walshy takes out Taffyy's second stock. Last stock's here. Raydish and Taffyyyy, they've got to keep these stocks.
here's the thing, they are up 2-0 in the set. So they are on set point. Simba and Walshy fighting for their tournament life right now.
But you got to believe Raydish and Taffyyyy, they know they're in the lower bracket, right? It's a longer run, it's a marathon, and they're looking to shorten that distance as they get 2 more stocks. Final stocks for everyone here in game number 3.
Yeah, that was a big burst of speed rounding the corner as they head into the final stretch.
Got that small cup of Gatorade to give them those electrolytes they needed.
What flavor do you think they would opt for?
Yo, I'm a fan of the blue.
Seems that way. It makes sense.
I'm just saying, maybe a little fan of the blue. But damage getting done. Neutral sig attempted by Simba. Taffyyy's in trouble. Simba again gets the side air. 1v2.
All right, Raydish, this is a tall order, especially unarmed. Manages to duck around, but he's got to get back up on stage. That hit is going to reset wall slip. But man, one solid confirm, and Raydish is out of here.
Just like that, he locks himself down the neutral air. Plenty of active frames, avoids the weapon toss. That one was close.
Oh, neutral light just enough to send away. Walshy and Simba putting themselves on the board to continue the set. Now 2-1, blue team still with the advantage.
Walshy and Simba now marching towards that game number 5. If they win this next one, it's going to be a tough one.
Oh yeah. I mean, anytime a set goes the full distance, that game 5 situation, it's a real nail biter.
Yeah, I was rewatching that replay just a moment ago. I saw the orb neutralite hit, and I thought for a second that I think it was Walshy DI'd up, but no, it was a hammer toss that happened a second ago that bounced on him. I was very interested in that. I'm glad they caught that replay.
Jeez, again, you can see the damage difference between Raydish's gauntlets and orb. Definitely a heavy orb favor, and Walshy responded in kind, except had even more orb damage than Raydish.
It's slowly becoming just an orb v orb battle. That's what's going to happen.
We need to ponder these orbs.
Yeah. We don't have quite enough. But here we go. Game number 4. Again, Simba and Walshy fighting, hoping to get this to a game number 5 to keep themselves alive. Meanwhile, Taffyyyy and Raydish, if they win this, they get to go into the top 4.
Oh my gosh, even the quick handoff, tons of damage onto Taffyyyy, just getting bounced all across the stage.
Ooh, big side sig. Raydish staying out there.
Ooh, Taffyyyy went for the weapon toss, but Simba smartly went wide.
Oh man, Raydish had the GC sidelight. He didn't have the jump for the follow-up, unfortunately. So, Walshy gets to live for a little while longer. So many people in that KO percentage.
It has been even damage build all around. We're going to see these stocks fall fast and furious.
Dom Toretto likely going to come in just a little bit. The neutral sig not going to quite take out. You're seeing, again, people are going to start swinging hard. The neutralite gets one.
Now that was the dodgeball. Oh, wow. I mean, double knockout's a double knockout, right?
sure.
Jeez, all right, so now we are just dead even. 2 stocks apiece all across the board, completely fresh. Initial damage starting to pile up. Walshy looking worse for wear.
Raydish's orb play, and Taffyyyy there staying out. It was like predominantly off stage, and Taffyyyy was still like, you know what? I got to get that extra hit. I got to make sure we keep this team combo.
Yeah, you got to go for the clip. Even if it doesn't result in the knockout, it's got to look good.
Yeah, always got to make the attack, at the very least. Walshy's taken so much damage here. Neutral Sig, and Walshy's down to his final stock. Team combo, side Sig.
Beautiful.
Simba's joining him.
Raydish and Taffyyyy, they were so quick with that one. No hesitation.
I got to believe, if Raydish and Taffyyyy weren't on people's radars prior to this Winter Championship, they're going to be now. They're going to be a lot of people's favorites because this is looking like a strong team. Walshy does put Raydish onto his final stock and might get Taffyyyy to join him.
Spear ground pound didn't get the wall touch. Taffyyyy knew it, immediately sends himself down just to get back into the mix. Last stock situation for everyone on the field.
He dives in, interrupt from Simba. Ooh, good, another interrupt. Simba's doing such a good job trying to keep Walshy alive.
Oh my gosh, and the interrupt comes the other way now. No one can get a solid string.
The battle of the interrupts. Raydish disarms himself. Pick up both of them with the dodge down.
Uh-oh, axe ground pound. Raydish in trouble, tries to turn this around, but Simba just keeps on swinging away.
Simba with the side air. Doesn't hit the ground pound. So many people. Oh, that's your teammate!
So incredibly heartbreaking. Managed to bring it down to the 1v1, but when you're down 2-1 in a set, that's not what you want to see.
Goes for the down sig. Taffyyyy had the read. Hits the weapon toss, and Walshy is gone. Raydish and Taffyyyy take it 3-1.
Man, oh man, you were saying if they're not on your radar before, well now they're just blipping closer and closer.
They have got to be on everyone's radars. They're in the top 4 at the first doubles tournament of the year. Walshy and Raydish, they're blipping on everything right now.
Unstoppable.
They're looking so stinking good. I mean, the amount of upsets it takes to go from PR 30 to now, again, you're placing in the top 4. That's massive.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they've been punching above their weight for the past half dozen matches.
Yeah, and no one's, like, taking out their knees or anything. They're just, like, really good at reaching high.
Don't sweep the leg. That's bad form.